Sometime around the 15th century, the Portuguese established a trading center in a small enclave called Thangassery in the port city of Kollam. Kollam, then known as Deshinganad, was the most prominent port city in the region and capital of the state of Wayanad. Over the next few centuries, Thangassery was heavily influenced by the Dutch and the British, apart from the Portuguese, thus leaving this little enclave a stronghold of Western culture along with an Anglo-Indian community. In the late 1930s, a school for boys became more of a necessity than ever, and thus in 1940, the Infant Jesus Anglo-Indian Boys High School was established, with just 15 students and 2 staff members. IJHS, as the school soon came to be known, grew in reputation as one of South India's finest boarding schools. Apart from the academics, moral value systems, etiquettes, mannerisms, and such skills were an integral part of the education system, thus creating in each student an exceptional personality. Today, the school has a student population of over 3,800 and a staff population of over 150. Batches pass out every year, but none like the ones that passed out in 1988, and a few who left from the same batch in the previous years. None like the 88 batch, none like us. On the 21st of October 2013, we launched our WhatsApp group. The most unique facet about the IJHS 88 WhatsApp group is that the 88 group has 88 members. After leaving school, and as we journey through these years, we also had to sadly grieve the loss of a few teachers and dear friends. Death, as J.K. Rowling says, is but the next great adventure, and it fits us well to be reminded that sooner or later we will all be part of that adventure. They say one never really dies until the ripples they created dies. We remember our teachers and our dear friends who left us because of the ripples they created. The objective of these get-togethers that we conduct yearly are not just to reminisce and laugh about bygone school incidents, not just for classmates to be glassmates, not just to sing and dance and party, but on a more serious note, to be responsible citizens, to take voluntary actions when society or an individual requires a helping hand. In the year 2014, a trust was registered under the name IJHS 88 Batch Foundation. The IJHS 88 Batch Foundation can be extremely proud of its contribution to social causes. The contribution to the school children of Chennai during the Chennai floods, the extraordinary contribution by being out there in the midst of the crisis during the Kerala floods, financial support to a few friends among this group at a time of personal crisis are but just a few to mention. Our contribution during the Kerala flood relief operations need a very special mention. Though only a few friends could physically be at the relief and rescue camps, this was a time that saw the depth of the integrity of our batch. The financial and moral support that each and every member in the group extended was a terrific motivation to the friends who were on the ground in the midst of the crisis. Friends who took every part of the operation literally on their shoulders, loading and unloading and distributing relief materials at places that were most devastated by the floods. The families and what was remaining of their houses were located at highly remote and isolated areas. It took our friends quick planning in war-footing speed to safely and cautiously deliver the relief materials such as food items and other daily essentials. There were many a times when our friends risked themselves by wading through those floodwaters, but at that moment, the focus was on reaching the material to the people in crisis. To sum it all, we started our journey to real life after school in 1988. We spread out in different directions, took different paths. A lot of us went to different countries, marriages, children, girlfriends, wives, except one person who stays happily single and is in Bangalore. And as life took us through different paths, journeying through challenges and successes, the bond was never broken. Through the years, we met in Dubai, in Kollam, in Tengashi, Changote, Cochin, and today we meet in Varkala not to see a sunset but to welcome a new sunrise. Once this gathering is over, we will continue walking different paths, but never without leaving footprints in our hearts.